At my listing in Hudson, it's a great little house built in 1910. It has over 1,600 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, but also 2 bonus sections that could be a bedroom, a playroom, a game room, extra TV room, crafts, home office, whatever you would like. We'll walk through and I'll show you a little bit about I like this house. Joining me today is Alyssa Hoffman. She's with the Mortgage Network, and I had her come to this house listing because I wanted to talk about the USDA loans and why that's a special type.
Well, to start with, it is 0 down.
Yeah. Right, which is huge.
Yeah,
huge.
Like 0 down payment. So that's the number one thing that makes it, unique. And it's aimed at low to moderate income buyers that want to purchase in a non-urban area.
Mm-hmm. So this listing in Hudson qualifies for that 0 down USDA loan program. Right. What are the other pieces of the programs that you have to qualify for?
Well, so USDA tends to be conservative when it comes to your debt compared to your income ratio. So that's one thing that we have to keep in mind. But everybody's debt to income ratio is different. And so at best, we just review it, make sure that that's applicable to that buyer. But other than that, they're pretty straightforward. They're a 30-year fixed, no prepayment penalty loan. One other thing that does make this one even more unique is that there's income restrictions and location restrictions.
Right. And so then that way this location works. We know we've confirmed that. Are there big bubbles, or is it something that they need to call you for to verify?
Typically there's going to be a vicinity that is eligible. Mm-hmm. However, towards Greeley, Evans, certain pockets, the line might zig and zag a little bit. So ideally, yes, we check the address before you go and look at, we already know this one is applicable, eligible. But if you wanted to check a different property, then we would check the eligibility website that USDA has.
Because my house in Hudson and this house in Hudson, totally different things.
Right.
Mine didn't qualify, this one qualifies.
Right.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And sometimes properties that you don't think are non-urban are, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So it's always good to check before we rule one out or say absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Cool. So you were talking about the income is a little bit limited on the USDA's. Right. Tell me more about that.
So the income is set within the county that the home is located, not necessarily, by your buyer, but and then it's also restricted by the number of people that are in your household and their ages.
Okay.
So anybody who lives in the home that's over 18, their income will be considered
added to. Okay.
Added to. So for example, the number of household members in your home, I just checked yesterday, and for a family of 6, so 2 adults and 4 kids, that you can make all the way up to $150,000. So that's not low income by any means.
No, that seems pretty reasonable.
Whereas a family with 2 to 4, a couple and then 2 kids, you can go all the way up to $113,000 and still qualify. So don't let the income restriction portion scare you away. Let's review what your income looks like and determine, can you do this loan? Because it's a really fantastic loan if the home is in the right place,
right,
and your income is eligible.
Right. And is there anything else that would be helpful to know about the USDA loans?
I would say most noteworthy would be that they typically want a 640 credit score or above. However, there are allowances made for people with no credit score. So that's kind of nice. You can literally be a first-time home buyer with no credit score.
First-time home buyer.
Yes.
We're talking 0 down.
Right.
We're talking possible allowance for no credit score.
Right.
That's amazing.
Right. The other thing that we need to note is that manufactured homes, unless they're brand new construction, are not allowed. And it is only for your primary residence, so you can't own any other
It's not
real
for
estate.
investors, right?
Exactly.
This isn't to gather and rent. This is you live here. They're helping you out.
Yep, you got it.
That makes sense. Okay, just came upstairs. Here's a great playroom, nursery, sitting area, home office. Walking through here, we have our primary suite, jacuzzi tub. Look at this custom shower. It's hiding. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. And who would I find in here? Oh, it's still Alyssa.
I made it.
Oh, it's following you now. Fun. So with our current list price at $392, and you're talking 0% down is an option.
Right.
Well, might be an option depending on the buyer. What do you think the price point might be for a loan payment?
So I would say, depending on the buyer's specific credit score, of course, and how we plan to pay the closing costs, which can either be, out of pocket, they can be financed in a different number of ways, or if we get seller concessions, if the seller pays the closing costs. But I would say a good estimate on this house, including estimated taxes, property
Right.
taxes, and homeowners insurance would be
No
somewhere-
HOA.
No HOA would be around $2,800. So
Okay.
that's
really-
not bad
yeah.
with zero down.
And that's a good size house for under $3,000
Yep.
for your insurance and kind of whole payment talking here.
Yep.
I mean, that could be cheaper than rent for some of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
If rent is anywhere from 22, probably about to that 28 mark.
Mhm.
And now in a couple of years, you'll have equity building. Instead of paying your landlord's mortgage, you're now paying your own.
100%.
Yeah. So what do you think about it?
I think it's a great house. I think it's got great bedrooms, and
Right.
the kitchen is super cute. You guys saw how the kitchen and the backyard, big backyard, and
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has so much potential on who's gonna do what in each
Right.
room. Like each space has so much to offer.
yep.
So
Well, and it's a lot been updated, and then there's still a few things that you could customize to
Right.
yourself if that was something
Right.
that you're
if
interested
you're
in doing.
yeah, yeah, garden space. I'm wondering if you could have bigger garage.
Yep.
I mean, I'm garage people. So.
Right. Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Yep.
joining me today.
Yep. It was fun.
Hope this helped you guys learn a little bit about why a USDA loan might work for you
Yep.
and view our cute little listing here in Hudson.
Yep.
Bye.
Sounds good. Bye.